Hi everybody, my name is Danny Wells and I just want to record a short testimonial about the wonderful guy that is Jerry Roisentul. So I was on a cruise last year in October with my husband that I'd earned with work, and I heard on Donna Johnson's weekly Go for Gold calls that this week's call was by a guy called Jerry, who back then I'd never heard of. So I started listening to the call. And I was like, wow, oh my gosh, where did this all come from? He was brilliant. He was shouting with love. He was talking about doubt, taking people out. He was accurate beyond belief. Everything he was saying was so accurate that he put things into words that we struggle to put into words. Like we think it in our head, but like, I don't know how to express this. He puts these things into real life words. And I was, from that moment, hooked. So I was on YouTube, Jerry Roisentul, trying to find more about him. So imagine my ecstaticness when I found out in, I think, January that I could earn a trip to go to Arizona with work again, and the keynote speaker was going to be Jerry Roisentul. So I was like, I want it. So I earned myself this trip. I got myself to Arizona and I met this phenomenal Jerry in person. And to be honest, I was so amazed by Jerry. I was actually really intimidated. Not that he gave off any reason to be intimidated. That was an issue within myself. And he did his keynote speech, and gosh, the information was so good. And then he said at the end that himself and his wonderful fiancée, wife-to-be Gina, was selling some CDs that he'd put together. So straight away I was over there, and he was telling me what they all were, and I was like, I'd like them all, please. I was a bit nervous. I was like, I'd like them all, please. And I was like, okay. So he was putting them all together. And even then I was still a little bit scared. I was like, you were really, really good. But then I kind of like scootled off back to where I was sat. And then that night he came for a dinner barbecue with us all. And I plucked up a bit more courage then to say to him, I was really like amazed by like everything that he said. Do you happen to do coaching? And he said, yes, I do. He goes, I'm actually putting together a VP coaching group in the next few months. Would you like to be added to it? And I was like, yeah, I'm in the UK, so obviously it's a different time zone, but I'll work something out. And he was like, okay. So he told me about when the coaching session was, and I was straight away, yeah, get my name down. Now, Jerry is one incredible, giving, generous, kind, funny, honest, authentic, highly ethical, amazing man. And I think he has to be for me to get on his weekly coaching calls, which is in the afternoon, half an hour after the school pickup, when my children are at their most grouchy. They are hungry because it's dinner time, so I'm cooking, I'm like making sure they're okay. They're crying about all different things because they're emotional, because they're tired. So it's like the worst time in the day for me to concentrate. I mean, any parents out there will know, you know, that time from getting your children from school to home is emotional times for them. They're 5 and 4. So this guy has to be good for me to try and focus during this 1 hour of mayhem between 4 and 5, cooking dinner, like trying to get them off me, trying to write notes down. But I'm on those calls live every time. The only time I haven't been live is when I've been abroad. They are great, and he does record them for us, but I'm like, no, I'm getting on these live because I want to feel Jerry's energy. I want to feel it. I want to be with him when he's doing it, and he can ask questions. So he's just so great as a leader, as a trainer, and he encourages us to train our teams on everything he teaches us, which is great. He breaks things down into such easy to understand segments. For me, I'm not a fast learner. It takes me a while to process things. I'm very visual. If somebody tells me something, I don't get it like that, like a lot of people do. I have to write it down. I have to process it. I have to tell somebody else about it, and then I'm like, oh, I've got it. And Jerry understands that, and he trains in ways that all different people that learn in all different ways understand. He trains on things that are important to us, but he doesn't train on systems. So if your upline gives you a system, he's not confusing in any way. He just enhances things that you can do to deliver being the best possible you in your personal life and in your business life. He is just the greatest coach that I have ever met in my entire life. Absolutely amazing. And I know this is just the beginning, because I know that Jerry will be along with me, helping me build nations upon nations upon nations for years and years to come. He's a good friend from this. I've only known him from this. I'm no longer scared to talk to him. Gina is just beautiful inside out. I love following Jerry's journey. His gorgeous son, who's not long turned 13. oh my gosh, I just have never ever met a man like him. And if you can manage to nail him down and grab him for your own coaching calls, if you can manage to get on one of his inundated, in demand coaching sessions, you absolutely have to, because there's like nothing else out there that is like how he trains. It is so good and so easy to understand and fun as well. We have so much fun. I highly recommend Jerry. He's brilliant. I love it all. The winning image, the gold card training, the breaking things down into chunks, the Roger recognition. I could just go on and on and on. Everything he trains on, it stays in here, and it's things that you use day in, day out, day out. So that's my testimonial. I hope that this has been useful. If you can get on a coaching call, do, because you will not regret it. It will enhance your business massively. Bye-bye.